Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Etheria restart video. In this video, we'll be showing the Nico Nana free-to-play budget team. I say budget, but it's kind of a little bit annoying to build because you want to go and invest a little bit of lattice for these characters. But hey, they are worth the investment. Now, we're going to go and check out the team, and I'll be talking about the gears and why I did use them on that. So this is Nico Nana. Nico Nana is a really hard boss for you to come by without inflicting the dots. Now, it works if you have a full team of pushing back, like if you invested in a Mio, if you invested in a class and in editing, and maybe play Valerian or play somebody else that would help you with this lineup. I did see some runs, I think it's still in the recent, some runs without having any dots. It's with the editing team. I think it's still here. I don't think he's here. So we're playing Viper. There's Shiada and Viper also works, but it takes a little bit of time. 2:43, like 3 minutes is also nice, but the highest clears are always using somebody like Sanya, Shadow Sanya. So you're not gonna see any lineup with no Shadow Sanya with the best clears, the most consistent, or having a Lily with a Fangus. So how did I do that? Now, I did auto. On auto, this is basically works on auto for every 5 runs. 2 runs are successful or 3 runs, depending on your RNG. So basically, this is the lineup that we're using. We're using Catchy the Guard because he will inflict with his ultimate. Now, I have him at 137%, which is 177% because I have this, which will give me effect accuracy by 40 at the start, and it will drop each turn, and it will go down. So this is what I have on him. With Halloween. Halloween will reduce the cooldown of his set, so or his skills, so we can push even more. Now for Obol is like the most consistent one here. Absolutely fantastic. His ultimate, I went up to increase the chance of afflicting dot to 30%. This is what I use on his ultimate. For Catchy, by the way, if you want to check the Catchy skills, 0, 0, 0. You don't need to build Catchy. Like, I think, in my opinion, this is a waste of time to build Catchy. More consistent if you build him, but you don't need that. The critical will hit most of the time, right? And for Obol, I just went on his ultimate to get it to 30%. Now, if you want to increase the chance for stuns for 30%, you might go and do that. So every hit, he does 3 hits, every hit have a 30% chance, right? So you might go and use this if you want to play him in PvP. I will do it later because now I'm not focusing. For his Dispel, we're not using anything. But if you want to dispel both of the buffs that gets from this little guy on the right, you're going to go and max it out. I don't need that, actually. It's working consistently for me. Now, for this one is the one that I'm building. I don't have the lattice right now. I did invest in 3 characters today with the lattice, with what I have, so I can go and defeat most of the content. I'll be making more videos about the characters that I use on different bosses. So I increased the chance to land a dot for 40%, and this is where I want him on this point. Now, of course, when you get him to level 5, increase the dot duration for 2 rounds. So 2 turns, even if you didn't inflict dot anymore, for 2 turns, this is work. Now, if you don't want to play Fangus, you can play Lily, bind it with him, and with a twin trick, and she will land this. And if you have the duration for 2 rounds, every time he lands it, you're gonna get into another round with more success, right? Now we're playing Fangus because we're not gonna play Lily. If I make Lily, this run will be stupid. And as you see, Obol, before I move on, 208 effect accuracy. I didn't put HP on him. We don't need the HP, actually. Effect accuracy all the way. So I can land all the stuns on this dude and this dude if I can. And this will make it more consistent. Basically, the boss does not gain an attack buff or speed buff, and we will be able to control the boss. Now for Fangus, I went in to increase his ultimate, to increase the dot and the speed down for 100%. Now you can go for the cooldown reduction. Maybe on the long run, I'll be doing that, but I don't need it. I find it like it's a waste of resources to go and do that, right? And on his passive, you need to max it out. We need the 50% chance for him to follow up with an attack because it will proc his first skill. I did max his first skill because I increased the chance of afflicting dot to 35%. Now, if this was on level 4, not on level 5, I wouldn't go for the level 5, right? I will go for the level 4. But because it's on the maximum, it's 35%. And yes, Obol gets it higher than him on his first skill with 40%. I'm running him on Time Weave, plus Swift Rush. So Time Weave will help us a lot here because it will reduce the cooldown of his ultimate. It's for cooldown. Sometimes it goes to 2 rounds, sometimes to 3 rounds, right? And for him here, I'm increasing his effect accuracy and stacks up to 5 times. So in the long run, he's gonna inflict even more and a little bit of HP for him to survive. For Fangus though, I used the defensive one. So this one reduces the enemy's final damage taken and increase the enemy's defense by 28% because we're playing Artisan, and it will give us even bigger shields. I know I got the speed, so this is why I didn't reroll this for anything else. Speed is really nice. And we're gonna get a thicker shield, and plus I'm breaking him with Unbreakable at least a little bit, one of them, so 10% more defense. It means the shields are thicker. Linglo, of course, we're playing her with Supernova because extend and healing. Now I did get speed on her. I want the healing here, it will be better, but for PvP you might play her, and I have Bulwark. So basically her PvP set is on her, and it works for me because I didn't build another set for her. So this is basically the lineup. On auto, does it work? Yes, it works. Is it consistent? Absolutely not, right? I made my entire team speedy except for Linglo because I want Linglo in the end to extend the durations of the buffs. So on, or the buffs that you get from Catchy. On manual, this is 100% success run, and it never fails for me. So far, it never failed. Hopefully, it will not fail in the video. We did get not a critical success, a normal success. So the AI uses the Dispel when you play it on auto, even if the boss does not have buffs, which is kind of stupid, but hey, it doesn't matter. It still works sometimes. We didn't land any debuff on the boss with the ultimate. This is the worst run. I wanted it to go the worst run. So this is not stunned. This is not stunned. And we're going to extend the duration of the buffs that we have. Again, this is the worst opening that you can do with an Obol and Fangus on this run. And with Catchy the Guard. So Catchy the Guard did not even get our success, right? So not a critical success. Still, we're trying to land as much dots as possible. We're doing successful. And here we go, the follow-up, no dots. Now, this one, I don't know which one is this, but I don't care. Like, we're gonna go and auto-attack, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So, we didn't get stunned. This guy will buff the boss, right? We're gonna remove the buffs with the Dispel. So, hopefully he can go and attack. He didn't attack. Anyway, we're taking a little bit of damage. It doesn't matter. We have the defense up. So, we're not gonna use the Dispel until this dude gonna put any buffs on the boss. So, if he puts buffs on the boss, and I think, no, we can still do one. Hopefully we can survive with this one. Okay, he put the buffs now on the boss. Now with Catchy, can we do the ultimate? Yep, here we go. Now we can extend them again. And this is a critical success, which is absolutely nice for us. Now, we need to survive this. Anyway, it does work. So we have the Dispel. We can Dispel and convert it, and it's the attack one. You want the attack one to be dispelled because it's super annoying. And we still didn't use the ultimate. We're extending all the duration of the buffs. And this is how it works. Right now, you can auto all of this. I think autoing it would work. We can use the ultimate here if we want, or we can auto-attack. Because the more that you auto-attack, the more that you have a chance for him to follow up. This is why I auto-attack with Linglo the most. Now, can we stun and put that? We put debuffs. We stunned this guy. We didn't stun the other one, which is kind of sad. Okay, with immunity, so I don't need to use the ultimate. Actually, I'll use the first skill. Again, using the first skill will land more dots if we proc it with Fangus. And here we go. Now I can use the ultimate here and save everybody on the lineup. Did we kill? We didn't get... we did get one cooldown reduction, which is great. It means we cooldown reduced his second skill or his first skill. The Fangus, this is why we use the 50% on him and scale his passive so he can go and actually attack. Here we go. We use the ultimate for her so we don't get stunned. We got the immunity here. We get a buff so we can Dispel and we can stun actually. But I would go... Yeah, the stun, it might give us more. Okay, so we did stun both of them as you see here, and we did land one on the boss. Plus Fangus assist and put a dot, another dot here. Catchy the Guard will buff us. And here we go. We got all the defensive buffs. We're not gonna die from the boss now, which is really cool. Now we extend the duration of what Catchy gave us. It's very, very simple, very easy on manual, easier than auto. We convert now another dot. We put a 2 duration dots. Hopefully we can successfully land it. We did. No speed down though, which still works. The boss tickles us because we removed the attack up. And we're gonna go and reduce her to the back with the second skill. And this is basically a GG. You know, from here on, you can auto click on the boss and that's it. Because these all can, like, this is more than enough to kill the boss. And if we attack and follow up again, and here we go. That's more than enough to kill the boss, which is great, right? So this is basically what you wanna see with these kind of runs. And it's on manual. Did we get something good? Okay, no third set. I did get one that is super nice. It was Time Weave. Plus, so 3 time weave. I will show you. One of the most important ones that I want actually, and I can use it on whoever I want. I can use it on a healer or somebody like that. So if we're gonna go to shells, replace, I think it's I forgot the name of it. This one. All right. So yeah, the Gigabyte. So I got Time Weave and Swift Rush, which is absolutely fantastic. But I'm not gonna play. Like, if you want to play Time Weave and Swift Rush, it's 12 by 12. So this one will be useless on it, right? So it's good for the healers because I want to use this one on Ling Lo. So I'm gonna give her one of this, so it will be an increase in healing and resistance, effect resistance, which will be nice for her. So Gigabyte will gonna go for her, so it will give us turn meter as well. It's nice on Ling Lo. And this is basically the run. How I'm doing it on a continuous run, actually, how is my stable team or the most consistent team that I'm using? I remove Fangus and add Lily. This is more consistent. Now, when I use Fangus and Lily, the run wins 3 times or 2 times, just like having Fangus and Obel. So using Obel and Lily, that's even better. That's go better than having Fangus because he's consistent. He's gonna land the stuns. He's gonna convert the buffs that the boss have. Like, he does everything. Obel is absolutely the OG here. So this is basically the free-to-play lineup for this one. On manual, it works better than auto. Yeah, on auto, it's up to 2 per 5 or 3 per 5 for you to win. It's a flip coin if you win or lose this one, depending on how the run goes. And on the manual, you're absolutely gonna do that. And let me know what you're using. Like, I heard many people are still using Ditting and Dyna and stuff like that. Yeah, that was it for the video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.